We are at Hardesty Meat and Deli, where the food is great.
The people are even better.
The people are even better. I'm with Coach Dax Leone, and man, it's been a powerful winter season, and we've crowned 2 state champions individually.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, Logan Cash and Piper McNeil, just not only great athletes, but just, you know, exactly what our high school's about, our brand's about. Incredible work ethic, incredible families, and just we couldn't be more proud of them and all their teammates because, you know, even though it's an individual award, you know, you're only as strong as your team, and I think both of those kids will tell you the same thing.
They will, and we get to meet and talk with both of them, and of course, congratulations to Shawnee Swim, back-to-back state champions. We met a couple of the other seniors earlier in the year. We've been able to talk to Coach Valerie. It's easy to see why that team succeeds, Dax.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Coach Val's done a great job building that program, obviously with Bob McNeil as well. A lot of those girls she's coached in the Y and kind of built up her brand all the way through as they were young. And, Piper McNeil, and I mean, she's a generational athlete. I think we've, said that a couple of times. And so, I mean, very, very special for somebody like her to be able to be here and talk to us today.
Yeah, and I'm pulling this up because I don't want to misstate, but just check this out. 8-time individual state champion, 6-time relay state champion, 6A academic state champions, 2-time 5A state champions. I mean, she has 16 state champions plus. I think the academic makes it 17 on her resume.
I think it's safe to say that record's probably going to stay for a little while. If we have anybody who's going to break that, then that's just a huge accomplishment.
Gary Frazier used to hold that record, and I had to double check because Gary's in double digits state championships, but Piper just blows it out of the water.
Yeah, and then obviously going to the University of Missouri on a full swim scholarship. I mean, one of the best programs in the country, and her recruiting process, which I'm sure she'll talk about some. To be able to pick that school out of all the places she had to go, that ought to say something about Missouri and the people there. But what a great example of Shawnee High School, and just all the way from her teammates and her coaches, and just, couldn't be more happy for her and her family.
So, Athletic Director Coach Dax Leone and myself, we get to celebrate the state champions today at Hardesty's Meat and Deli.
At McNeil and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McNeil and Owens for a visit today. Family owned, The Branding Iron, a variety of great foods that everyone in your family is sure to enjoy. Order online or dine in. Make tonight every night at The Branding Iron.
This is Sean, Played Against Sports, where we pay you cash for your used sporting goods. Check out this great MVP Prime Fast Pitch Catcher's Mitt. New, $249.99. Played Against Sports, $139.99. Barely broke in, still new. With baseball season coming up, just wanted to let you know we've got a lot of great new models coming in. The new Marucci Cat X. It's a JBB bat. We also are getting the new Louisville Atlas, which if you've been on YouTube, you've seen the Bat Brothers review this bat. So this will be a very sought after bat and hard to get mid-season this year. Check out all these great used baseball and softball mitts we have. We're going to need yours with the upcoming season, so bring it in and we will pay you cash on the spot. Played Against Sports. We buy and sell new and used sports equipment.
In the back, great meat and even better people, and I'm with what I call the best. Piper, I remember you at volleyball tournaments so little.
I know.
It's been a long time, and now you're going off to college and you're like a 16-time state champion. First of all, for the entire community, I want to say thank you for all the effort and the work that you've put in to make all of us so proud of you. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, of course. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it has. It's fun to win, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
Tell me a little bit of why you think, Piper, that you excel so much in the sport of swimming.
I think work ethic is a big thing, and I think if you want to do it, you can. I mean, I've had all the resources to do it, so it's just kind of the work ethic and self-motivation, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's really there, so I think that's why.
Well, something that I know is, even with myself, sometimes self-discipline is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
But you really show up every day. Walk us through a day of Piper McNeil and the workout routine that you go through.
Okay, so I do swim in the morning, and it kind of depends. So like, I just finished my season, so my mom and I went to cycling this morning because it's my birthday today. So we decided to do cycling, and then I had weights right before this, and then I'll head on over to swim practice at 3:30, and it's normally to 5:30. So each day is normally like 3 to 4 hours of practice. So it's definitely a lot, but I enjoy it. So.
What a wonderful gift. She doesn't have to go in and swim. On her birthday, she gets to go cycling.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So you're now off to Mizzou. Tell us, what was the deciding factors that you wanted to go to the University of Missouri?
Yeah, so I looked at a bunch of different colleges, and I honestly liked all of them. I had no clue where I wanted to go, because before it, I wanted to go as far away as possible. And that I ended up changing my mind, and I really found that Missouri cared for me as a person and not only as an athlete, and that was really important for me, and that kind of set Mizzou apart from the rest of the schools. So
Did you know that my very first college experience was on the campus of Mizzou?
I did not know that.
Yep, I went to a football game, and it was a wonderful experience. And I can hope nothing but the best for you there. Now, let's talk a little bit about your team and what you've experienced over the last 4 years. You've had a lot of great teammates. Does
Yeah.
anything really stand out for you over the last 4 years that you could tell us about your teammates and how important they are to gain state championships?
Yeah, I honestly think just over the years, all of us have become so much more confident, and I think that's definitely shown in our races, and we're just so much more like put together before our races. And I feel like at state, it's really nerve-wracking for me to say. So, I mean, I just feel like we've all grown so much, and you just kind of like get the hang of it, and you're not so nervous, so you can kind of just do your own thing and focus on yourself. So,
Now,
yeah.
you've had a lot of people, coaches, pour into you, but none more than your high school coaches.
Yeah.
Tell us what you have learned from them that you know you will carry forward away from sports that they have taught you.
I would definitely say to just be coachable and be adamant to learn new things, and I think that will carry on over into like a job or a profession or like any type of work career, and kind of just taking the initiative to be a leader. And I think that's really important, and I feel like Valerie and my dad have showed that a lot and have helped me become the person I am today. So yeah.
Well, you've accomplished a whole heck of a lot, more than any other athlete in the history of Shawnee High School, the most decorated Shawnee High School athlete. And you know, we talked about self-discipline and getting it done.
Yeah.
All of us in the morning, we're supposed to get up at 5. We're supposed to go do the right thing. And it's so easy for us to roll over. Piper, what was your trick, or what was it at those mornings when you just didn't want to do it that got you out of bed to bring you to where you are today?
I'd probably say 2 things. I know that once I finish that workout, I'll feel so much better about myself. And I just know that that's where I get all my confidence from, is from training. So that's the first thing. And then I kind of just make it not an option. Like, if I force myself to do it, then I'm not going to really fall back asleep. I mean, I may sleep in a little bit, but I'll never skip. So yeah.
Well, that's what champions are made of. And Piper McNeil, we as a community could not be any more proud than we are of you. And no matter what happens in the future, you're always dear to our hearts.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy. It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. boutique items in Shawnee. You'll find something you like inside the clinic pharmacy.
It is hopping at Hardesty's, and I wanted to do a dad segment here. We've got a lot of dads in the room, a lot of Shawnee High School graduates, but Dax, you're a dad of some up-and-coming athletes, and Bob, you and I have been friends a long time. I've watched your girls grow. I'm so proud of you and Mary and what you've been able to do. Man, what do you think makes your girls so special that they succeed on the level in which they succeed?
I think a lot of that is internally. It's what they want to accomplish. We try to set the background for them, give them the support, anything they need, but it really comes internally. It's a drive from them as much as us. They want to succeed.
What do you think, Dax?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's very well said. I think your upbringing says a lot, and obviously Bob and Mary have done a great job with their daughters. But Coach, what about not just with Piper, but as you get attached to these girls, do you have some more daughters in the pool, not just your own? I mean, is that fair to say as a coach?
Oh, definitely. You always want to see all of them succeed. We try to put them in the best position to succeed. Valerie, myself, we've been coaching most of them since before they ever hit high school, even grade school and junior high, and I think that translates into the high school program.
Well, and that's one thing. Valerie Colburn, one of the best straight line coaches that you'll ever come in contact with. She's been doing it for over 30 years. She's had her own kids come through, and we want to recognize Valerie and her accomplishment. But again, as dad, how important do you think for your kids of the success that you were able to work through as the 1996 Mr. Oklahoma? But then not all the credit goes to you, because Mary as well was a very successful athlete, and today she works out almost as hard as the girls do.
Definitely. I mean, today's Piper's 18th birthday. They were up at 5 a.m. doing a cycle spin class in Oklahoma City. So, you know, it's something you can enjoy with your kids as long as you keep going, and I think it gives them the background that that's how they're always going to live their life.
Well, Dax, you too, you were a college athlete. How does that play now into your sons and into your family and the success you foresee for that?
Yeah, I think, Bob said it best. I think a lot of it is internal. My son Tal's the 7th grader, my daughter Peyton's the 5th grader, and, they kind of have that drive, and a lot of it's self-motivated. Obviously, Amber and I are there to support them, but a lot of that just is, is from within. I think Bob said it really well, and I've watched Tal, play baseball since he was 3 years old, and watched Peyton start riding horses when she was 5, and now she's into volleyball and she's into softball, and Tal's a quarterback and shortstop, and so it's really cool to see your own kids have that success, but it's also nerve-wracking because when he's pitching, I'm like a nervous wreck over there. And I pitched in the Junior College World Series and in Omaha, and I wasn't nervous at all. And I called pitches in the Big 12 and everywhere else. But when he's on the mound as an 11-year-old, I'm over there. I can't even look sometimes. So it's just, you're so proud of your kids. You want the best for them, and not just Tal and Peyton, but all those kids.
Well, and we want to protect our kids too, and that's how we make decisions, whether it be from kindergarten or what car we buy, or even how we outfit them athletically. And I've had 6 kids go through Shawnee High School, all of them with unique experiences. You've coached now for the high school. You've had your kids go through Shawnee High School. What's been your experience with Shawnee High School?
Oh, we love it. I would recommend it for anybody. We look forward to the kids coming from South Rock Creek, Grove, wherever they want to come. We think we try to put them in it's the best situation for success.
That's so important. And how do you define success, Dax, now as a young father and also as an athletic director?
Yeah, I mean, you want to just give kids the best opportunity, whether it's in the classroom or on the playing field or any activities. You want to have kids involved. And I think at Shawnee High School, and since Dr. Grace has been here especially, we've added so many new programs, from robotics to, what Matt Johnson's done. And I think there's so many opportunities at Shawnee High School. And one thing I really love too, just walking the hallways, is you just see so many different kids and so many different just types of kids, from different families. Ultimately, they're all kids and they're all great people. And I have such a connection to Shawnee, and it's not just because I'm the athletic director. I grew up here. I went to high school there. I have an old high school, Summers back here. We went to high school together. And we all turned out really well. We're all Shawnee graduates, and I think it just makes you so well-rounded. You get to know a lot of different people, and you're all going to have your friends and stuff, but ultimately, it's just about opportunity. And I know Dr. Grace and now Dr. Esbolt taking over, I can't wait to see what the future holds for us.
Well, and I love the diversity that my kids all encountered, and even I encountered at Shawnee High School. The different types of people that you're going to run in through life, you really find over at the high school.
Yeah, you do, and you make a lot of friends. You know, there's going to be people you meet there that you'll talk to, 20 years later, like we all do, and it's really neat to see just so many, not just economical and diverse, but just the whole high school in general is just there's just so much potential, and it's just exciting. I think the best years are they're starting to come, man, and it's just again, we're all Shawnee guys, but ultimately it's just it's a special place.
Well, Dad Leone and Dad McNeil and Dad Shaughnessy likes to see when potential reaches the podium. And next, we've got another state champion that we get to talk to, Logan Cash, heavyweight state champion of Oklahoma.
Bank First in Oklahoma offers a variety of personal and business banking services, including accounts, loans, treasury services, and more. Explore online.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
We always ask for Action Physical Therapy, and we always recommend it to our friends. When we're in the orthopedic doctor's office, they always give us the option. Well, you need physical therapy. Do you have a choice of where you want to go? And we always ask for Action because we know Katie and Andy Landys, and we trust the service and the care that we're going to get there.
I ask for Action.
Logan Cash, you came through at the state tournament, brother. Here we go. State champion 2023, heavyweight Logan Cash. Does that mean you're the baddest in the state?
I think so. That's how I take it.
That's the way to go, because that's a champion mentality. But this is something you've worked at. You were a state qualifier. You also were a state placer, and then you came through your senior year and you won. What do you think in your preparation through the years, Logan? What are the keys to your success to becoming a state champion?
Man, the biggest thing for me was after I really grew to love the sport, it was easy from there. It was easy to grind whenever I enjoyed what I was doing. After sophomore year, I almost quit, but then I found success and fell in love with the sport, and from then on, it was a ride, just a ladder up.
So let's talk a little bit about your coaching. Coach McCune, the last few years, has been with you side by side. What have you learned from Coach McCune that really sets you apart, you think, going on into life?
Coach McCune was big on mentality. Mentality was everything with him. He really helped us. If you walk in thinking you're the baddest guy in the room, you're going to be the baddest guy in the room. And that was my whole mindset this year. Every match, I knew I was the better guy. I had worked harder than the other guy, so I knew I was down to win. Should win.
Well, I'm all about multi-sports because I think that creates a nice foundation for anybody to go on and succeed. You were a 3-year starter for the Wolves on the football field as well. How do you think that played to your success in the wrestling room, which is an individual sport?
Man, so my freshman year of football, going through and then getting that varsity, it definitely spiked my confidence and made me want to work hard in both sports. I had goals written out to start in both sports freshman year, and ended up doing that. And from then on, it was fun because I was working towards something because I knew I was getting noticed.
Well, and fun is not what it's always about with your workouts, because I know, Logan, you've put in the hours. Tell us a little bit and enlighten some people, maybe the younger ones, as to what it takes to become a champion. What do your workouts look like? What does a day in Logan Cash's days look like?
Lots of wrestling, lots of getting yelled out of my footwork, and I really had to hit the weights this year. I've always kind of I've been big but small compared to my opponents, but last year I used to get up with Officer Parsons, and we'd go to peak at about 5 every morning. And it took me to a new level, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster than my opponents. And then technique, I mean, I had some of the best guys in the nation. My brother was a college All-American. I had Coach Bruce, who was a D1 wrestler, Coach McGuire, who was a 2-time state champ. So I had the best teachers and trainers.
Sweetheart, hey, show these cookies. Just say, you come on through here. Look at that. That's what you get at Hardesty's. It's not just meat, it's everything. Coaching then, but you know what you touched on too, which I see in almost every champion, is you were up at 5 a.m. working out. I think that helps you mentally. Talk a little bit about that and the discipline that gave you in just getting up early in the morning.
Yeah, last year especially, I mean, really just getting big. This year we had it set up a little bit different because of how much we were wrestling. We wrestled a lot more matches this year, so we needed more rest in between. So I'd go lift after practice. But last year it was morning grind with Parsons, which, man, that dude, I mean, you see it on him. He's a big man for a reason. He had some tough workouts. But really, it's changing that mentality that you're doing more than the guy next to you. And if you're doing more, you're better than him.
I hear confidence. It sounds like you come from a lineage of confidence. Well, we are all confident you'll go on to even more success, Logan. Thank you very much. State champion, Logan Cash.
Do you want an easy car buying experience? Castor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Castor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience. Hardesty Market in Dell, a real butcher shop for over 80 years. Daily lunch specials just like Mom used to make. Best cuts of meat and even better people. Your family at Hardesty Market in Delhi. For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today.
It is the state championship show, and Dex, two quality individuals, great examples of what can happen at Shawnee High School.
Yeah, both of them are just a model of what we're trying to do at Shawnee. Obviously, what they do on the mat or in the pool is just a bonus of what kind of people they are, and it's just, we're really proud of them and glad they're Shawnee Wolves.
Well, you're athletic and activities director. That's a big old title. I got to ask these guys some questions. I know that you've got some questions that perhaps you'd like to ask.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll just start with Piper because she's right here. And Piper, what about out of the pool? What are some memories you've had at Shawnee High School?
Probably just hanging out with my friends and like football games, because those are super fun. I mean, I feel like we make it fun in the stands.
Yeah.
And probably just classes, honestly, because I get to see people that I normally wouldn't hang out outside of school, but I still am friends with them.
Yep.
So I enjoy that.
Yeah, and then so Logan, kind of the same thing. Talk maybe about football season a little bit too, like about maybe some memories from football or in the hallways, something like that.
Definitely last year on the way back on the bus, those were some of the best times. Just hanging out, laughing, making fun of people, rap battles.
Yeah.
We had some good times, and then I love baseball season too. I mean, I don't really play. I'm more of a manager, but I love being around the boys and watching them perform and kind of just being a hype man and security guard.
So Coach Paxton has you in the dugout in case anything goes sideways. He's got the state champion wrestler. So Piper, one more question for me. You're going to the University of Missouri. So just tell me a little bit about how that recruiting process was for you.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it was super overwhelming. I feel like as a junior in high school, I had no clue where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I kind of just had to weigh my options and kind of think about it and see myself in 4 years and where I want to be. So I definitely talked to my parents a lot about it, and they helped me a lot, and
So that's what it's a big decision. Big decision. Well, you made a great one. So Logan, where are you at on your recruiting process right now? Don't give it away, but are you getting close to? I know you're getting
close.
sought after.
It's been pretty stressful, just because I had to think about where I want to be in 4 years, not necessarily where I want to be next year. So it's been stressful for sure, but I think we got our decision made. We're just waiting to announce.
Awesome. Well, as the athletic director, I can't tell you how proud I am of both of you, and just continue to watch you guys grow. You're a great example of Shawnee. It's what we're trying to do with Shawnee Athletics. So just from the athletic director, you guys are making me look good this year. Thank you.
And from a community perspective, we all feel a great debt of gratitude for what you guys have been able to accomplish. Thank you for all of your hard work and all of the time that you put in. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And that's it from Hardesty's, the state champions so far. Maybe we'll get some more. We've got golf coming, we've got tennis coming, we've got some more individual sports coming. So stay tuned. You can see it all right here on Shawnee CTV, where together we're building community one season at a time.
Go Wolves.
Go.